You don't have to agree with us to be friends with us. Anchor of the week.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Anchor of the Week, where you do not have to agree with us to be friends with us. Here we are, back in our fun little setting.
Our new set.
Our new set. Our new day. Just kidding. It's
What?
not. We've already recorded today.
Yeah,
But it's okay. We're here.
It's a double feature.
Double feature. Boom, boom. I feel like this is how a lot of podcasts do it, though, so I'm not fussed.
And if they don't, they're lying to you.
They are. Here we don't lie. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
You're joking.
I was joking about... I
That
mean,
we-
we all lie at some point. It doesn't...
Unintentionally sometimes.
I'm like, sometimes it's a little white
Okay.
lie if you're exaggerating a story or like,
Oh, okay.
you know, if someone's like, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good, when you're really not.
Lies.
Lies.
Okay. I thought you were just telling our audience that, like, oh, we lie.
I mean, we all, let's be real, we do. I don't deliberately lie to people.
Okay. Well, not that
We
I
don't have
think
to go
that
down
our
that rabbit hole.
not that I think that our listeners should be getting their news from us,
No, definitely not.
but still have faith in us.
Yeah.
We're
Speaking-
telling the truth to the best of our abilities.
True.
It's true. We try.
We do try. Anyway,
How's it going, guys?
speaking, oh yeah, good.
Speaking.
I was about to segue into our little article, but
Oh,
no,
waste
it's fair.
no time.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it's fair. We could talk about what's kept us anchored again today.
So back to filming 2 episodes. I
Yeah.
don't come up with another thing. Except,
Yeah.
you want to know something crazy? I don't know if the podcast needs to know about this. I just meant to tell you about it.
Okay.
And here we are.
Here we are on the
Oh.
podcast.
My nails right now are short and like a nude color. Isn't that
They
crazy?
are. Doesn't even look like your hand.
Doesn't even look like my hand. I realized I'm the only person we're having like clean, demure, understated nails is a cry for help, I think. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, as opposed to like
that's
painting them black.
concerning,
Yeah, exactly.
you know?
That's so funny.
Anyway, so
Are
that's-
they? Is it just because you're in between?
I'm just in
nails,
between
or-
sides, and
Yeah.
they're kind of damaged. And then I was getting tired of looking at like damaged nails.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I'll just put on a nude color. And
I didn't even realize. But
I know,
they look
crazy,
nice,
right?
Yeah.
anyway,
That's
that's it. I don't know if that's kept me anchored, but
We could also talk about the street rats that attacked Jetson this morning.
oh, Jetson, please.
I would
Okay,
love. I would
but
love
the
for this story to
irony,
be told.
the irony is on our walk to the station today, there was a rat in front of me,
Which
going
is
up the
crazy.
stairs, and I went after. I was like, to Sadie. I was like, oh, it's a pretty cute rat. Like he was really like just kind of nice. Looked a little bit startled of where to be. But you had a
No.
very different experience.
No. So I was walking down a street that I guess like it's like kind of like an alleyway to a park. And I see to my left there's like 4 or 5 rats just scattering, like crawling over something, probably some food. And they kind of scattered as I walked by. And they just went in their respective directions, but one of the rats went my way. I'm like, okay, yeah, run away. And then I just feel it start on my leg. Like he didn't crawl at my leg, but you know he like stood up
Yeah.
with his claws,
Oh,
like and thought about it. But I was walking. Oh my god, it's kind of horrific.
They're so bold. Like,
Yeah, London rats.
okay, first of all, London animals. I just like city animals are a different beast.
like us.
rare.
New name of the podcast: London
City
animals.
animals.
City animals.
But like, it's actually so fun. I mean, coming from the Midwest in the States, like, we have squirrels and whatever, like
Yeah.
possums. I don't know, but they just like the second you show up, they recognize your authority and they leave, as they should. But here, like the amount of like pigeons I've had to deal with that are like in my face, like where
The
I
one
work
that you
at,
have to literally escort out of your cafe job.
straight up, like it just walks into the ran, like just walks into the cafe, and we're
you
like,
ever given
bro,
it a coffee?
leave. No.
Man
But-
wants a flat white, okay?
But the thing is we tried to like give it little snacks to like get it out, and I think because of that, now it knows that we're gonna give it food, and so it just To be fair, we haven't dealt with it in a while. I think it's dead personally. I think it's gone because I haven't seen it.
What do you
but
think the lifespan of pigeons in London are?
I don't know.
Can't be long.
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
No. I bet they're ugly.
Crazy, isn't it?
'Cause pigeons are ugly.
It's a bit rude.
Sky rats. As some
They're
Have
just
people
some
call
born
sympathy
full size.
for our creatures.
They're just born full size.
Maybe. Do they come from eggs?
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
Well, that
Have you ever seen
just-
pigeon eggs?
Sorry.
honestly no.
I've never seen their eggs. I've never seen their nest, but I'm just picturing a pigeon birthing a full-grown other pigeon.
Ugh.
That's
No.
not-
Okay. No. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, happy thoughts.
Anyway.
Anyway, Jetson, I'm actually genuinely so sorry for your experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
So gross. Wait, how big was it? Like, is it?
Was it one of like?
I didn't see it happening. I
Oh,
felt
you
it
just felt
happening
it.
because it
Ugh.
was as I was walking away.
Yeah, that makes me. Oh.
Yeah.
Hair stand up on my neck.
I
Yeah.
know. Anyway, on that note, you know what else makes your
Hair stand
stand
up.
up? When you read a really good article.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
It's the worst. Okay, so story time.
Yeah.
Today we're going to talk about how no one has a personality anymore.
Ba-dum. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Exactly. This all started because I saw a reel that I sent to Sadie. Did I send you the reel?
I'm sure I've seen it.
I'm sure, right?
I recognize it.
So this girl's going through an article, which we have pulled up today so we can see. But essentially about how like this generation does not have like nobody's cringe anymore because we all are just diagnosed with something instead.
Yeah.
So any sort of thing that makes us like a little bit quirky, like there's no quirky, there's no cringe, there's no like anything like that, right?
Right.
Because everyone is either just normal or neurodivergent.
There's no in between.
Okay, like I need you to dig into the article for
Okay, cool.
context, honestly.
Okay, this is so great. So it's called Nobody Has a Personality Anymore by Freya India. Okay. So basically, I'm just gonna read some excerpts, okay? Because
Nice.
while we could, as we talked about, have story time with Courtney, I don't think anyone would want to listen to this. So basically she says, okay, follow with me. We have lost the sentimental ways we used to describe people. Now you are always late to things, not because you're lovably forgettable, not because you're scattered and interesting and secretly loved for never arriving on time, but because of ADHD. You are shy and stare at your feet when people talk to you, not because you are your mother's child, not because you are gentle and sweet and blush the same way she does, but autism. You, yeah, I know.
It's so crazy.
Reading
Kind
out
of
loud.
brutal.
It's
Yeah.
really brutal. You're the way you are, not because you have a soul, but because of your symptoms and diagnoses.
Wow.
You are not I don't know how to say this word, sorry, an amalgam of your ancestors or curious constellations of traits, but the clinical result of timeline and childhood events. Every heartfelt, annoying, interesting piece of you, categorized. The fond ways your family describe you, medicalized. The pieces of us once written into wedding vows, read out in eulogies, remembered with a smile, now live on doctor's notes and mental health assessments and BetterHelp applications. We are not people anymore. We have been products for a long time, and these are our labels. We can't talk about character either. There are no generous people anymore, only people pleasers. There are no men or women who wear their hearts on their sleeves, only anxiously attached and codependent. There are no hard workers,
Crazy.
only the traumatized, the insecure overachievers, or the neurotically ambitious. We even classify people without their consent. Now our clumsy mothers have always had undiagnosed ADHD. Our quiet dads don't realize they're autistic. Our stoic grandfathers are emotionally stunted. We even helpfully diagnose the dead. Which is crazy, right?
Whoa.
And I think this is why people get so defensive of these diagnoses, so insistent that they explain everything. They are trying to hold on to themselves. Every piece of the personality is contained within them. Essentially, it's, there's like no experiences anymore. But a lot of it comes down to, like, that already is crazy.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, we have $1 billion industry that we haven't had before, okay, on mental
Pharmaceuticals?
health and, all of that. But essentially it says, I find it strange that we think that this is freeing, this brutal knowing, that this self-surveillance is the liberated way to live, that we are somehow less repressed, being boxed in by medical labels. It says there are young people spending the most of their carefree years of their lives mapping themselves out, categorizing themselves for companies and advertisers. So much of their thinking is consumed by this. They don't have memories anymore, only evidence, explanations, timelines of trauma.
Wow.
And essentially, it goes in, I'll read the last paragraph. It says, so free yourself to experience, not explain. Be brave enough to be normal. Don't offer up your feelings and decisions and memories to the intrusion of the market. to the interpretation of experts to be filed as deviations from what the medical industry decides is healthy. Leave yourself unsolved. Who knows? It's a mystery. Written in the stars from somewhere unknown. Well, we think we know. Holding on to your personality is a declaration that you are human. A person, not a product. No other explanation needed.
Wow.
Come on.
Wow.
That's good.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's not even the whole article.
That's
Like,
not even the whole
yeah.
article. There's so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been thinking a lot, like I've heard other writing and articles about this than like our need to explain everything instead of living it.
Right.
Like that, like everything deep now needs to be explained and not lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
Or we need
fascinating.
to be explained.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, allow there to be mystery about what we are just the way we are sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm choking on my
Took a
coffee.
chug of that coffee.
Okay, first thoughts. Let's go.
My first thoughts is like, how do we keep actual helpful mental health services available to those who need it, and but also like not let all this like information become a crutch for us? Like, how do we like?
That's so fair.
Yeah.
Do we just need to like encourage more grace to be like broken and it doesn't need to be diagnosed, or I don't know, like what do you do with all that?
I think the way that I look at it, or that I see, and from the article, and just sort of seeing from culture, it's not okay. Yes, there's a market, there's an industry, right? That we are products that the more antidepressants you can sell, like therapy as a whole. Like therapy is good, but it's also an industry now. Like
Yeah.
I guess it always has been. But I think the main thing that has changed is like the consumer's need to be diagnosed.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily the diagnoses are
Yeah.
wrong,
Yeah.
but it's like they're
Because
feeding
then
in.
I can get like the help I need, or you can
Yeah.
like curate your entire life around you if you can explain yourself right.
Exactly. But that's so
It's like
part of
treating life like an algorithm almost.
wow.
Hmm.
That's
Because I've been
come on.
I got my phone stolen, and after it, I'm like, I'm not downloading TikTok or Instagram again on my phone, and I just have stuck with that. And I was thinking about TikTok because Instagram, I feel like, I don't know. I think in my life it feels like a necessary evil, so I'm just like, I need Instagram. But TikTok, I did for enjoyment. TikTok, I loved. That was, I would go on there and I'd have a really good time. Because my
It's
algorithm,
like Chuck E. Cheese. Like
Yeah.
because my algorithm was like so good. I felt like I was looking at a reflection of me. It was like showing me what I wanted.
Right.
And then I'm just like realizing how much pride I took in that. I'm like, yes, it's showing me. And how like there's that temptation. Like my temptation is to like open up TikTok and like rebuild my algorithm brick by
Wow.
brick. It's like a comment everyone says. They're so
Interesting.
proud. Like, I built this For You page brick by brick. And I think there's something really satisfying and like almost fills our ego and pride a bit when there was just
Interesting.
like, this is curated to me.
yeah. But there is a beauty in curation.
There is a beauty in curation, but I think we have the tools accessible to like curate everything to us. But that means like all the products we're seeing, all the like
Yeah.
articles we're seeing are like where's the friction in that?
Yeah.
You know,
You like
for
that
us.
you then are so comfortable that you can't even like experience discomfort.
Well, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
I can never say that word right.
Oh,
Iron.
you said
I
it.
say it weird.
You did
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You did
Thanks.
good. Great job.
People make fun of me sometimes.
Are.
But it's just because I'm quirky. Not because there's anything wrong with me.
Yeah.
Not because you have a speech impediment.
But like the
No.
whole like needing to explain everything is very fascinating as well.
Yeah. And like living, and I need to know I am the way that I am. And I love the
Yeah.
idea of like, we think that's going to liberate us is by finally having the language. And like, yes, there is something like, when someone is able to, or for me, okay, here, when you listen to a song and like the lyrics, you're like, oh my gosh, that's exactly how I'm feeling. Like there is a liberation to that.
Yeah.
Because you feel, I think, maybe less alone, or it's like,
Right.
aha, like that's what I was thinking. That's what I was feeling.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but when all your songs sound like that, I think that's when it becomes a problem. Like when you don't come upon it by chance and like you know how to explain yourself enough that an algorithm can show you all the songs that speak to you,
'Cause
and
then
only
it's-
the songs that speak to you.
Yeah.
Because then you're just letting something else define who you are.
Yeah.
And that is that not
Or even entrench who you think you are,
whoa.
because we can change.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is we grow and change. So it's like if an algorithm catches on to who we are in one season, what if it just keeps us stuck there when
Yeah.
we weren't supposed to stay there, you know?
That's the quote. So like future Courtney and Sadie when we're editing.
Remember, what is this time stamp?
This is the quote.
We're at 15.50 minutes.
It's like a good algorithm can like almost timestamp us in like a stage
Yeah.
of development in our life that
Yeah.
we weren't meant to stay in forever.
Guys,
you
this
know?
is a movie. Let's write it now.
Is this not just The Matrix? Wait. Just kidding.
Guys, I've actually never seen The Matrix.
It's okay.
I don't think I have either.
It was good. It was
I know it's good.
revolutionary for
I know
its
it was
time,
revolutionary. Yeah.
But yeah.
It's still my outfit inspo.
Yeah.
Fair.
Cool, dope fits. Great
The
fits.
glasses.
Y2K swag.
Okay, it's true.
Swag.
Oakley sunglasses.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
I think like the more I'm thinking about this, it's like people. Yeah, what you said was good about like people want to feel like they're not alone. So whether they want to feel like they're not alone, and they want to feel like they know, you know. So it's like this sense of if I'm feeling something or experiencing something, and I don't understand why, then it's like, okay, well, I need to find out why. And so they sometimes, I think, go to things to tell them why they feel a certain way or why they're acting a certain way. And it's almost like, I don't know. I'm trying to like process it, I think, in real time. But, and to make it super Christian going that way, I'm like, whenever I'm in a place of, wow, I'm feeling this emotion a lot recently. Maybe I'm struggling with, you know, all the things I've read online, you know what I mean? Or like all the different things, or maybe I do have something undiagnosed. Like that is always my first thought. But then at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, let me just go to God real quick. Like, and sometimes he doesn't tell me, and that's okay. Like, I
thought you
think,
were going to say, and that's annoying.
no, like, and I've had, there was a
Yes.
season where I was just like, oh God, like, okay, I'm really angry all the time. Why? And he's just like, my grace is sufficient. Like, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. And I'm like, that's dumb. Tell me why. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, tell me why I'm so mad right now.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's like, I think, though, that it's okay to not know. And from our perspective, though, it's like that's what we can do is, like, I can turn to God and go, okay, God, I'm struggling with this. And, you know, like, we know not to let our emotions take us over or whatever. Like, I don't know. That's just the emotions is the one thing that I'm thinking about right now. But, like, having to remind myself that, yeah, in those weak moments, that's when I know I have to be dependent on him.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't know. It's almost the sense of, like, I'm just thinking of, like, you playing God over yourself. If you're like, I have an understanding of all these things because I'm struggling with this, it means that I'm this, you know?
And, like, God gives us wisdom and he gives us insight in, like, medical, like, it's beautiful, you know, people's brains to be able to come up with these things or realize
and help
how
people.
our brains work to help, you know? But, again, it comes back to so much of playing God, I think, and, like, it's so interesting to me because, like, the human tendency is control. But even as this article said, it was not a Christian article.
Right.
But to be actually fully human is kind of to release and surrender to the fact that we can't know everything. And I think that's so interesting.
Yeah.
It's because as people, we hate uncertainty. So we think we're going to find freedom and being in control of everything.
Right.
But, like...
But no. There's also, like, this standard, I think, that we're all trying to reach, which is, like, this ridiculous standard of perfection that is non-existent. You know, so it's like...
it's defined differently by every generation.
Right. And even then, like, each generation gets it wrong. Like, no one has ever been perfect except for Jesus. So, like, all of these things of trying to fix this about myself or fix this about myself and, or trying to fit into this thing or fit into the societal norm, like, you're then just negating, like, the beauty of who you are.
Yeah.
Because I think what makes the community beautiful and vibrant and different and, I don't know, like, accepting is when everyone can recognize, okay, we're not all the same.
Yeah.
And you have this niche thing and you have this niche thing and you have this niche thing and maybe it needs healing. So, yeah, let's talk about it and fix it. But, like, just because you struggle with this doesn't mean that everyone who has any kind of tendency towards that needs to be fixed. You know what I mean?
It's like a conversation we had the other day. Just because you love trains does not mean you're autistic.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation of like people can't be passionate about things anymore because they're labeled as cringe, which is I think that's a generational thing for sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, people say it was the millennials who first had access to the internet, and then they were just being cringy by being themselves and just expressing themselves on the internet. So now we're all internet and media trained, and we know we could PR for ourselves.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just by consuming so much content, we're all like
I
great
know what
critics
right.
at it.
Right.
Okay, but I want to take it back to what God said to you, because I think that's really key.
Okay.
The like my grace is sufficient part. It's like how like are we trying to find the release of all pain and like find utopia on earth like on this side of heaven? Like, is that the problem when we should really just be depending on like God's grace for every day? Because like I think yes, he wants to have fullness and freedom, but I think we're trying to like almost like create utopia because we think we have the tools for it. Or it's like we have the tools. We're going to be able to fix mental health with a brain chip probably that removes any bad emotions.
Oh my gosh.
Or just your entire personality.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to be able to fix my personality. But like I think what God says is like I made you and I said you were good.
Right.
Like I think when he created humanity and he said it was very good, I don't think that was ever negated by the fall. Like I don't think like our sin ever took that away. You know, like we still are good. So it's like I think it has to go back to his grace is sufficient.
Yeah.
Because like I think we're going to constantly try to find heaven on earth ourselves, you know,
or create
with
it,
the tools
exactly
we have and like our ideas, like even like trying to like use our, I don't know, like in a Christian sense, I think we can try and do it as well. Just like try to fix everything.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we have the Holy Spirit, we can fix everything. But it's like God wants fullness, but also dependence on him.
Yeah.
So it's
And
like,
also things take time.
we need
Like,
to actually
that's
fall in
also
love
the
with the
thing.
process again too.
Yeah.
Again, whole other topic.
I love the process.
It's the
I love
climb,
being in
man.
love with the process.
Honestly, it's not about how fast we get there, right?
Yeah.
And it's not even
not
about like what's waiting
waiting
on the
on
other
the
side. It's the climb.
It's the
the climb
climb.
there. Hashtag thank you, Miley. That one's for you.
Oh, that's everything I needed this fine Tuesday morning. But it's true.
Yeah.
And the idea of like, because this is something that I've been like thinking a lot about, of like how we all have our personalities. And those are God given. Like those are created. Do you know what I mean? So it's like some people have certain bents towards certain things, but I'm like, but that's also the specific ways that God's going to use us.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you love trains. I'm going to go back to the train
To
thing,
this,
right? Because
yeah.
I feel like that's just like such the, you know, maybe you have no other like quote unquote quirks, but you really love trains, right? Maybe God's going to use you to like, I don't know, speak life into the railway industry. I don't know. Like,
Who knows?
cool, fun.
Yeah.
Trains are cool, guys. It's okay.
Trains
Like,
are
you know
cool.
what I mean? Like, or, you know, or like you've got a certain way of talking, or like you'll reach people that can only listen that way. The way that I talk doesn't reach everyone. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or doesn't resonate with everyone.
Right.
But people would look at me and be like, but you're so like social normative, like, you know, great social skills. So you're, you know,
yeah.
but it's like, yeah, but like also the way I talk might not hit with somebody. So you might need someone that talks, quote, more like, I was gonna say divergently, but I just like to talk about the movies. You know what I mean?
Just more, subtle, quiet. I don't know.
Yeah, or like a way that someone like, oh, you must, you know,
Yeah.
you must have anxiety, or you must be autistic, or you must whatever. But actually, maybe they have a certain voice because they're gonna reach a certain group of people.
Exactly.
And like, how cruel is that we could discredit someone with that kind of terminology?
But here's the thing:
Yeah.
it's almost like accredit them, because now if you don't have sort of any sort of like neurodivergency, you're almost like, oh, you can't relate to
You're
us.
basic.
You're one more time, Jetson.
Basic.
You're basic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now it's
yeah.
almost like, okay, well, I'll only listen to you if you have one of these labels. It's so strange.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Oh, it's so interesting.
Yeah, maybe we just need to like let people be unexplained, but like also like listen. I feel like if we I always go back to learning to listen to each other as well. I
Yeah.
have many reoccurring
Yeah.
themes. But like, listen to someone before you just try to like put them in a box and
Yeah.
a label and a
Mhm.
category. Just kind of like let people be,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like let us like allow ourselves to develop, like allow yourself to grow and develop and like actually fall in love with the process of your life, and then allow that for others as well.
Yeah. And like if you are diagnosed with something,
Yeah,
that's like obviously that's fine.
that's fine.
Right.
But then use that diagnosis to help push you forward.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, because that it should be a tool to equip you
Mm-hmm.
on like, oh, actually now I have better tools to deal with this because
Oh,
now
yeah,
I know
yeah.
my brain
Yeah.
works this way.
Like,
Yeah.
of course, it definitely helps to like know you have ADHD, but like
Right.
it's just like, I don't know.
But not
Like, you don't have to use that to explain why you were late to something. You can say, I'm sorry I was late. You can say, oh, I didn't catch that. Can you say that again? I was distracted.
Mm.
You don't, like, I think we need to stop over explaining things. Like,
wow.
the diagnosis
Yeah.
can help us, and it does help us. I think, like, the fact that we have so much resources for mental health and, like, all that is so helpful. But I think it's the excuse, like, we don't need to explain everything.
Yeah.
We can just be.
It's-
But also,
yeah.
like, find people who can let you just be, and also, like,
Yeah.
let other people have the grace to just be. Like,
Yeah.
they're late.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you were late. Like, if they start explaining themselves,
Yeah.
just like, it's chill.
And it's
true.
also like looking at yourself. Like, don't think that because you have ADHD you can't do something. Like,
yeah.
I think that's also the thing is some people are like, oh, I struggle with this, or I have this, so that means I can't speak in front of people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I've always had a dream of being able to I don't know, like, be on a stage and speak and like act or whatever. Oh, but I really struggle with like social anxiety, so I can't do that. And it's like, but also, what if what you have is exactly what someone, like you said, needs? And so, like, even you getting up and speaking on that topic, like, speak on social anxiety, you know?
Yeah.
But like, and then that will be able to reach people. But I think it's also, it's also like this mindset of yourself of like, oh, because I have this, I can't do this. But yeah, stepping into it without, I don't know, using it as a crutch almost. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
And I make fun of, you know, oh, I'm just quirky all the time.
Hmm.
But like, I don't know. Let's just be weird again.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Are we just so obsessed with being cool? And so if labeling ourselves with some sort of mental illness is cool, we just go into doing that? Or like, do you think that's part of it? Or
I mean, like, I'm sure if we really got like so into it, no, I don't even know if this is true. We all have something wrong with us,
yeah.
and I think it's just the explaining it and over-explaining it.
Over-explaining
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
I think we could just learn a lot from just being
Yeah.
and just like
Can.
talking to
So good.
someone as a person and not being like, "Hi, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, and
Right.
this is me, and this is like,
Yeah.
yeah."
I mean, sometimes I think back to my childhood.
Take us there, Courtney.
I'm
Go on.
Go on now.
back in those old days of the early 2000s. But I remember my mom asking me something of like about my childhood recently. Like, do you remember that? And I was like, what? No, because it was just normal.
Mm.
Like, my childhood's not marked by different mental health things, or you know what I mean. And it was just kind of like
Your traumas.
my traumas. You know, now you looking back, we
Yeah.
can be like, oh, okay, well that was traumatic.
Yeah.
You know, but you can't avoid that in life.
Right.
In general, right?
Right.
Because humans being humans. But so I've been thinking about that, but the simplicity of my childhood, you know,
Mm.
if something was weird or my sister was weird or I was weird or whatever, it was just kind of like,
Oh.
that was weird.
Yeah.
Moving on, like, you know, and
Mhm.
of course there's, I mean, I don't want to open up my whole family can of worms, you know, but of course there are diagnoses to be had, and like,
Right.
I think that were helpful.
Mhm.
But there's like sometimes I'm like, wow, kids growing up these days though, to have that constant pressure of like, of figuring it out,
Mm.
because it's not even just necessarily I want to explain it, but I feel like there's also a pressure for the younger generation too, of like, not only do you have to explain yourself, like you have to figure it out.
Mm.
Do you think the need to explain it keeps us from healing? Like,
Oh.
think
It's
about it, like,
yeah.
because we can, like, it's good to go back and label something as a problem, but then, like, through that find healing by, like, replacing it with the truth. But
Right.
if we are able to just explain everything, as if we're like computers.
Yeah.
Does that keep us from healing
Is
like
it more
the broken things?
excuse?
Yeah, it's like instead of like something to heal from, it's now just like this is my excuse for the way I am,
Yeah.
not something I can heal from.
Right.
Because I think that's such a fine line. Because yes, to usually heal from something, 9 times out of 10, Christian, not Christian, deep, not deep, you have to identify the problem, right? And then
Yeah.
figure out how you're going to move forward from
For
it.
sure. Yeah.
But I think that might be where a lot of like the lines get really blurred,
Yeah.
right? Because it's like identifying it is huge.
Not to get conspiracy theory. Is that where this $1 billion industry comes in?
Oh my
Is
gosh.
blurring the lines so that like, because
Yeah.
healing is bad for that market.
Right. Because if you stay in it, then they're gonna make more money.
Yeah. Or if they're telling you the only way that you can move on from this, if we're just going to use pharmaceuticals,
Mm-hmm.
is medication.
Yeah.
And again, it's helpful for some people, but like we're
100%.
talking about like us as a generation and us as a culture, and
Mhm.
like
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
we're really
This is a big picture social commentary.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not talking about you specifically, whoever's listening to this podcast.
Oh, man. Let's get niche again. Let's
Get
weird
niche,
again.
get weird, get cringe.
Take
Get
things
help?
slower. Get help.
Yeah.
Ah,
And it's okay to
I'd
not
really
know.
be the damn phones. We just need to take everything slower. This is so
Yeah.
off,
Seriously.
kind of off topic, but like I had some friends over earlier, like
Earlier
I mean,
today,
no, like early in the week. I mean, you guys know like Eric,
Oh, yeah.
Jenny, but like Eric
they
brought,
know.
Eric
Podcast
brought his vinyls, and he was like, "Yeah, this is what I always used to do. I just like me and my friends would go over, and this is how we would share music." And I'm like,
That's so wholesome.
"Damn, that's how I want to share music
Yeah.
again."
Bring your vinyl.
Like I don't like, or even I went to my local record shop, which because I live on Brick Lane, so I got like 4.
He's trendy.
Classic.
But there's like a whole wall of like staff picks, like their favorite
Yeah.
records of the year. And I'm like, I'm gonna find music like that. Like I'm not just gonna listen to like my Spotify like predictive playlist.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like take recommendations more.
Mm.
I'm
So,
gonna like try and like just take everything slower.
Do you have like the Sabrina Carpenter short and sweet on vinyl?
No.
Wow, how dare you?
No.
How dare you?
Anyways,
Because that's a
There-
whole other
Man,
topic.
we had a great conversation on vinyl and you ruined it with Sabrina Carpenter.
I don't know anything about this, so yeah, maybe you guys can talk about this later.
Justin's like, maybe next episode, I'm gonna see myself out. Like,
But anyways, just taking things slower.
yeah.
it
That's what I
slower.
said. Yeah, that's yeah.
I do find it. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
No?
No, yeah.
Because then I already kind of fixed it in my head. But the whole idea of like, okay, we have that, but then we just have all of our Spotify music being on vinyls now.
Mm.
And like, I'm like, does that kind of like
It's not about the vinyl. It's about a slower approach.
slower
to-
approach? So
okay,
it's fine.
we could have a
Because-
whole another episode about media
Slowing.
diet because this is something I've thought about a lot.
Whoa.
Because people talk about your media diet and like thinking
That's
about
actually
how there's an
super interesting.
unhealthy and healthier way to do that. Like because we live in an age of media now. It's just a
Yeah.
reality. So
Yeah.
it's like to start thinking about our media diet. Like
Yeah.
how do we consume? What do we consume? What's the pace that we consume it? Do we have enough time to actually think about what we're consuming? Whole
Okay, yeah, that's definitely another
things
episode.
I think about.
100%.
Wow. I don't want to think about that. I don't think, to be fair.
I feel like I think I've been
It's
thinking about it, but
healthy.
didn't have the wording for it, so I
I've-
appreciate it.
See,
Yeah.
helped.
gave you the language.
Gave me the language.
But now, what are you gonna do about it?
That's the question. Tune in next time.
Next time. You're not just gonna say I have an unhealthy media diet. That's just who I am.
No, yeah, exactly. You're gonna do something about it. I'm gonna do something about it.
Yeah, it's like me.
Anyway,
Not for you, at least.
any last final words? I feel like we can link this article in
We
the
will.
description because I want to read
Also,
the whole thing as well.
To be fair, I like the idea that we talked about, so we'll see when this comes out if this actually happened or not. But posting the link like the day before the
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
podcast gets released,
Ooh, yeah.
so
yeah,
people can like read it, form their opinions on it, listen to us
Mhm.
talk about it.
that's
fine.
great.
Yeah.
If you have any
Anyway.
suggestions for articles,
Yeah, if you've
Yes.
read any cool ones that you want us to talk
Talk
about,
about.
send them. Send them.
We'd love that.
Substack is neat. They have an app now.
It is. It's so nice.
You don't have to look through emails.
We're not sponsored, but highly recommend.
Well, you know what's ironic is that I actually deleted my
Your
my Substack.
Oh man.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I didn't find the app very user friendly and I got very overwhelmed.
That's
Interesting.
fair.
Yeah.
I think I have like 3 or 4. I have a good friend who posts like her own, and that's like what I usually listen to.
Nice.
And then I follow like 2 or 3 people. I only look through
I
like
only
what
follow.
I don't look through their homepage because it just feels like Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So I just look through my subscribed.
Yeah.
Maybe I just need to do some research
It
on
ha-
who to
it-
subscribe to first.
It
Mhm.
does
What
look
kind
like
of
old
articles you
Twitter
wanna-
or
yeah.
X
Yeah.
or whatever.
Curate your Substack
In like a good way.
in a good way. Anyway, on that note, remember, guys, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all the different places, and listen to us. You can obviously, wow, if you're listening to us, you know where to listen to us at. I don't know why I'm saying that. But anyway, thanks for listening, and we will see you guys next time.
You don't have to agree with us to be friends with us. Anchor of the week.